such a prestigious conference, and it's my luck today that I have spoken as a panelist on first international conference on COVID-19. Thank you so much for giving the time, and the questions are welcomed. I just share my email ID on the chat box. The questions are all welcome. Thank you so much, everybody, and God bless and stay safe.
Thank you so much, sir, for this knowledgeful words and all the information that you have given us. Again, I want to request everyone that please wind up your talk in 5 minutes because the time is very important.
Yeah,
And
something out of the
now, I learned that at Java Engineering from the variant system, UK Limited from United Kingdom for panel discussion. Welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Parvinder Singh, who is involved in the planning and scheduling of this conference, and providing me this unique opportunity to share my views on the research topic rebuilding Bharat with artificial intelligence interventions. I agree with Professor Anandji. They have already touched upon various technologies and most of the applications which are already in use or going to be used. And certainly, most of those technologies will be needed when we get out of this COVID-19 lockdown. Tracking the virus or the people infected with the virus, or to control the tracking or to control the spread of the virus in much better way, so it will be like I was just thinking a few minutes ago that like on airports we have green and red channels. So ideally there should be some technology which should help us move forward in such a way that if I have ever been infected or I can infect others, then I'm not allowed to use. Now, how that will be implemented, I think that's a topic of discussion or research. But ideally, if we get that implemented somehow in the businesses, airports, lounges, restaurants, hotels, that will certainly help. We all have been impacted due to COVID-19, impacted positively or negatively. If we talk of negative impacts, we all know that there is a risk of catching the virus and becoming sick, or in the worst case, losing life. Have been impacted across the world. So there is a big financial loss which is going on currently. Freedom of movement, we realized like how much freedom we were having. But if we come to the positive side, if we start looking at the positive impacts, so it has changed the approach completely. Though some people were already following that approach, but some have learned from this. And that approach is thinking from individual to community. So I won't think of myself, but I will think of the community first. And that will make more compassionate society, more compassionate people. Then secondly, the second positive, we all know that the pollution levels have gone down. We are getting fresh air, and we can see far distant hills from our windows, and we are seeing clean water in the rivers. So there is a big positive impact on the environment. I want that this area of study should also be considered in the research, like going further, when we get out of the lockdown, how we can maintain it. Like if I get a smart electric meter at home, I know like how much electricity I have used today. Let's say in UK it's £1, for example, a day, but I can see it and I can check, oh, this is my electricity usage. Similarly, can I have an application which can tell how much carbon footprint I am leaving when I am, traveling by car, when I'm driving, when I'm on the road, how much impact I'm making on the environment. If I know that at the end of the day, then I think I will become more conscious and I will try to maintain or manage it, so that I should not affect the environment more and make, not try to disturb the climate, but try to help the climate in a great extent. Now, coming to the technology, we know that AI is all about machine intelligence. So making the machines more intelligent, how they take the decisions, they do that on the basis of data. Data gathering is not an easy task. First of all, we need to have some mechanism to gather the data. So that is the biggest challenge when we implement AI. Now, the opportunities, there are a list of opportunities. I mean, once we have all the technologies like Professor Anandji was telling about, they can help in the control of the spread of the virus. But outside of the virus, we have opportunities, because during this lockdown, there is many businesses are not going well. Some of them have to close their operations, like airlines have been impacted, restaurants have been impacted, hotels have been impacted. So how to bring those businesses back on track? So I was just thinking that there are a couple of things which we can consider in our research, so that basically so they can help in the rebuild of the country, rebuild of the economy. And in terms of that list, like first is the employment patterns. Can we have some sort of app which can gather the data on the employment pattern? I can take the example of Australia, where they have developed heat maps which actually which tracks the opportunities for redeployment. Like if people at one place are losing jobs due to this, can they be redeployed somewhere else? Like in India, we are seeing that a lot of migrant labor is moving from one place to another. So going further, is there a way that we can redeploy them, or can we get them into jobs back to their places where they belong to? Can AI help in that area? I think that's another thing which should be considered during your research. Online education is the other one. We all see that kids are now studying from homes. Nobody ever thought that we will be getting, they don't have to go to school and they will be learning from home itself. But in future, if we ever get into this state again, how are we going to manage it in a much better way, so that kids can learn in the same way as they learn in school? I understand there will be some limitations, but still, how better? Because currently they are just learning in the restricted environment. So this is another area of research, like online education. How can we use AI there, so that AI can help in content segregation as per the interest of the kids, and it can modify the content of the topics they are interested in. Plus, it can help in the all-round development of the kids. So that's another opportunity we have. And the third opportunity is in the cloud area, cloud space. Cloud is already in use by many large organizations. They are storing their data on the cloud, and most of the businesses who are using cloud, they are currently not suffered to that extent as other companies who are not using cloud. Because the moment this pandemic started, people started working from homes. Like the larger organizations which were using cloud, they said, okay, you can work from home, you can access the systems from anywhere you are located. But the small organizations, or the organizations which were not using this technology, or which have not yet digitalized their data, they're facing a lot of issues due to that. So cloud usage is another one. So these are the three things I can add to the list of Professor Anandji: online education, environment, and third is the usage of cloud. So I would like to end here, considering the time, and I want to give the opportunity to other speakers also. Thanks a lot for inviting me on this. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving us lots of information and using technology and all the problems which we are facing in this pandemic. Thank you so much. And now I would like to invite Mr. Vijay Malik, Director to Ecoton Solutions Noida, to share some expert opinions to us. Welcome, sir.
Thanks, Aditi. Thanks a lot. Before putting up my points, I would like to thank Gautam Buddha University and the organizing committee, Mr. Pradeep Tomar. And it's a privilege. It's a great privilege to be a part of this eminent panel. Good evening. Namaskar. I'm not an expert on artificial intelligence, but looking at the heading, looking at the topic of this conference, that is the rebuilding of Bharat using the artificial intelligence. I'm more concerned about Bharat. We are about to jump into an era of amazing technologies, and it is going to change. It is going to change a lot of things. It is going to impact social, economic, and whole lot of things. So I'm more concerned about whether we are going to implement in a way that it impacts everything, every social aspect of everybody. Are we going to include each and everybody into this growth? Because these are the disruptive technologies. It can create amazing results. It can provide amazing healthcare, amazing educations to each and everybody. So my whole concern is how we are going to implement it. And I want to pick up 2 points from one from Professor Gill and another from Dr. Nayyar, that data is going to be a new fuel, and who is at the best opportunity to get the data? It is India or China. If we implement the artificial intelligence in a way that it reaches to the rural area where a lot of talent, a lot of students, a lot of people are engaged in various activities, if we can tap those opportunities, we can access artificial intelligence, machine learning to those students, those people. We are at the reservoir of great data. We can implement and we can use that huge data. So my main concern is that we should not miss the opportunity this time, because what we missed in 1947 while forming the policies, and we could not form the policy in a way that all the people of India, that is, I would say Bharat, I'm not sure whether Bharat is used over here deliberately, or we could have used India also. I think that is used deliberately. And Bharat, I consider that the people from the rural area, the people who are deprived of, the people who can include and can give a pace to the growth and development. So I'm just more concerned about the implementation part of the AI. And for that, I see 2 major areas. The first is education. See, as we know that artificial intelligence can break the barrier of language, and that is the main concern of the rural areas. They have been deprived of the main, they have been left over because of the language barrier. We have many talent, and if we can implement, we can